Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine embarking on a journey where the glittering waters of the Chao Phraya River become your highway. City lights twinkle like scattered diamonds, and the air is alive with, well, delicious food smells and live music.
It sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it?
It really does. Today, we're diving deep into one of Bangkok's most vibrant experiences. The dinner cruises that leave from Asiatique to Riverfront.
Yeah, it's a really popular choice.
It's such a unique way to see this dynamic city, and we're here to help you navigate all the options and, really understand what the experience is actually like.
And that's exactly our mission for this deep dive. We've gone through, well, a lot of guides, booking details, real traveler feedback, specifically on these cruises from Asiatique.
Right.
Our goal isn't just to list things, but to pull out the essential insights. We want to give you a clear picture of what to expect, how to choose the cruise that kind of fits your style, and how to make the most of the whole evening.
Absolutely. So let's start at the beginning, your launch pad. Asiatique the Riverfront itself. This isn't just some basic pier, is it?
Oh, not at all. It's this really stylish open-air night market, plus an entertainment hub. And it's right there on the Chao Phraya.
So it sets the mood even before you get on the boat.
Exactly. What's interesting about Asiatique is how it sort of reimagined the traditional Thai night market. It blends culture with modern entertainment.
Like a pre-cruise appetizer.
Perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
It's got, I think, over 1,500 shops, tons of restaurants, really something for everyone. Cultural shows, that huge Ferris wheel you always see.
The icon, yeah.
And a carousel, theaters, even old historic buildings they've kept. It's designed to be a whole nightlife experience in one spot. You can shop, eat, grab a drink.
It makes the whole thing feel like a bigger event.
Totally. It's an experience before the main experience.
Okay, I can see that. But getting there, Bangkok traffic. It's legendary, right? I've definitely had some moments.
Oh yeah, it could be a challenge.
So, what's the smart play? How do you get to Asiatique without spending hours in a taxi?
Good question. And super important. To dodge that traffic, especially after 4 p.m. on Charoen Krung Road, it gets really backed up. Public transport is your friend.
Okay.
The best bet is the BTS SkyTrain. You take the Silom line to Safan Taxin Station.
Got it.
Then use exit 2, walk over to Savor Pier, and there's a free shuttle boat right to Asiatique.
Oh, free shuttle. Nice. How often does that run?
Daily, from 4 p.m. till 11:14 p.m. Departs maybe every 25-30 minutes. The ride itself is quick, like 15 minutes.
That sounds way better than a taxi after 4 p.m.
Oh, absolutely. Avoid taxis then unless you really, really enjoy sitting still. There are other options like local buses, maybe the Chao Phraya tourist boat, but honestly, for ease and speed, BTS and shuttle, hands down.
Good to know. Okay, so you've made it to Asiatique, soaked up the market vibe. Now the main event, the cruise. What's a typical evening actually like on the water?
Right, so the cruise itself usually lasts about 2 hours.
2 hours, okay.
Common times are like 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., or maybe 7.45 to 9.45. Some do offer sunset cruises too, usually on weekends, like maybe 5.15 to 6.45 p.m.
Oh, a sunset option could be nice.
Definitely. And the route. It's spectacular. You're cruising past all these beautifully lit landmarks. The Grand Palace, Wat Phra Khai,
Yeah.
Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn, all lit up. Those big bridges like Rama VIII Memorial Bridge, plus the modern stuff like Icon Siam, the Mandarin Oriental Hotel.
So you get a real mix of old and new Bangkok.
Exactly. The exact order might shift a bit, depending on tides or maybe a special event, but you'll see the key sites. The view is consistently impressive.
And practically speaking, how does boarding work? You get to Asiatique, then what?
Yeah, you definitely want to arrive early. Plan to check in at least 35 minutes before departure. Check-in is usually open between, say, 6 p.m. and 7.45 p.m. The main registration spot for pretty much all the cruises is in warehouse number 7.
Warehouse 7? How do you find that?
It's in the alley between warehouse 7 and warehouse 8. If you took the free shuttle boat, when you get off, just head left along the riverbank. You'll see the entrance to that alley right across from this big ship called the Sira Mahanap. Can't miss it.
Okay, good directions. And boarding?
Boarding usually starts about 15 to 30 minutes before you sail, so typically between 7:15 and 8 p.m.
Got it. Now, the important part for many, food and drinks. What's the deal with dinner on a dinner cruise?
Yes, the dinner part. So it's usually an extensive buffet.
Buffet style.
Yep. A mix of Thai favorites, pad Thai, curries, mango sticky rice, the drill and international stuff.
Yeah.
Think grilled seafood, some sashimi or sushi, maybe Western meats.
Specifics. Anything stand out?
Often you'll see shrimp, New Zealand mussels, salmon sashimi is quite common, maybe stir-fried crab, sometimes beefsteak.
Sounds like a lot of variety.
It is. But it's important to set expectations.
Yeah.
This is generally about quantity and variety, not necessarily gourmet fine dining.
Right. So manage expectations on the food front.
Exactly. The real magic is dining on the river, seeing the sights. The food is part of that package. Convenient, plentiful. But maybe not the absolute culinary highlight of your Bangkok trip.
That's fair. Some reviews mention taste or cleanliness concerns sometimes.
Yeah, you might see some mixed feedback online. It's a mass catering operation, essentially. But the buffet lines usually move quickly after the initial rush.
Okay. And drinks. What's included? What's extra?
Usually you get free water, tea, coffee, and often a welcome drink when you board. Soft drinks and alcohol are typically extra.
Can you bring your own?
You can, but there's usually a corkage fee, so check that first. Also, some cruises might offer halal, Indian, or vegan options if you need them worth asking when you book. And remember, prices are in Thai baht, THB.
Okay, good overview. Beyond the food and obviously those amazing views, what about entertainment?
Yeah, most cruises have live music, often a band, and usually some traditional Thai classical dance performances.
Oh, cool. Adds to the atmosphere.
Definitely gives it that Thai flavor. Sometimes it's more pop music, or maybe a saxophone player for a sort of romantic vibe. You usually have stages on each floor so everyone can see.
But the main show is still the city lights.
Oh, for sure. The panoramas at night, the photo ops, that's the core appeal. It really is a feast for the senses, as they say.
It sounds incredible. But okay, there are quite a few different cruises leaving from Asiatique. How do you actually pick the right one for you? This is where it gets interesting if you're planning. So what does this all mean for you and your choice?
Right, this is key. Understanding the different types helps a lot. Instead of getting lost in every single detail of every single boat right now, because you can find all that nitty-gritty, the specific prices, the current promotions in our show notes.
Book it for booking time.
Exactly. Let's focus on the categories and the general vibe each offers. First up, deck configurations. Two main types.
Okay.
You've got your 3-deck cruises. These are often the most popular. Why? Usually because they have that rooftop deck.
The 360 view spot.
That's the one. Plus, they have air-conditioned lower decks, maybe an outdoor bit at the front on the second deck too. If you want those big, wide-open views, this is often the way to go.
Makes sense. And the other type.
2-deck cruises. These generally have an aircon first floor and an open-air second floor, but usually with a roof over it.
So still open air, but covered.
Mostly, yeah. Some might have sections without a roof or an open front deck. These can sometimes feel a bit more, maybe, intimate.
Okay, 3-deck for max views, 2-deck maybe a bit cozier. What about where you sit on the boat?
Good point. Different zones offer different feels. The front deck, right at the bow, gives you that 180-degree forward view. Can feel more private, kind of romantic.
Nice.
Then the top deck or rooftop, that's the prime 360 view spot we mentioned, most popular, can also be the busiest.
Right.
A roofed upper deck gives you open air, but protection from unexpected rain. Always handy in Bangkok. And finally, the air-conditioned room. Obviously best if you want to escape the heat or humidity, or maybe have a quieter conversation. But the views are through windows, so less direct.
So you trade the direct view for comfort or quiet.
Pretty much. Now, just a quick flavor of some specific cruises and what makes them stand out.
Yeah, give us some examples.
Okay, so if you want that classic, lively 3-deck feel with Thai dance and music, something like the Bangkok Chao Phraya cruise or the Royal Princess cruise fits that bill. Standard buffet entertainment.
Got it. What if you're looking for, say, good value or maybe drinks included?
Then you might look at the White Orchid River cruise. They often have promotions like unlimited beer, especially midweek, or buy 4, pay 3 deals. Still has a rooftop.
Unlimited beer could swing it for some.
Absolutely. For something a bit grander, maybe more food variety like Japanese options, the Viva Alanka cruise, also known as Meridian, is a big 3-story boat with a wide buffet and sometimes special shows.
Okay. Any standouts for seafood lovers?
The Royal Galaxy cruise is often mentioned for its seafood spread, grilled stuff, shrimp, mussels, sashimi. It's a 3-deck boat too, and even has a private VIP room option.
VIP room. Interesting. What about the 2-deck options? Quieter, maybe?
Potentially, yeah. The Chao Phraya Princess cruise is a 2-decker, known for aiming for hotel standard service. Often has saxophone music, maybe feels a bit more romantic. The Vila cruise is another 2-decker, and they sometimes run promotions like unlimited beer too.
So it really boils down to what you prioritize. View, vibe, drinks, food type.
Exactly. Are you all about that 360 rooftop photo? Or do you prefer a quieter corner to chat? Are included drinks a big plus? Or is a huge seafood selection your main goal? Thinking about that helps narrow it down immensely.
That's super helpful breaking it down by experience type. Okay, so once you kind of picked your cruise style, any final planning tips for a smooth evening?
Yes, definitely. Number one, book online in advance,
How far in advance?
especially for those rooftop seats. At least a week ahead is smart. Even more for weekends or holidays like Loy Krathong or New Year's Eve, when fares are usually higher too. Booking online generally gets you better prices than walk-up.
Good tip. What about what to wear?
Dress code is usually smart casual, comfortable, but, not beachwear. And if you might visit temples before or after, pack something modest to cover up shoulders and knees out of respect.
Makes sense. Anything else?
Bring some cash for drinks maybe, other extras, tips.
Right.
If it's your birthday month, tell them when you book. Most cruises give you a small complimentary cake and saying happy birthday. Nice little touch.
That is nice. What about accessibility?
Wheelchairs are usually fine, but let them know beforehand so they can assist.
And weather. If it rains on your rooftop booking.
Don't worry, if you booked an outdoor spot and it rains, they'll find you an indoor seat. Your evening isn't ruined.
Phew. Okay. Good to know.
And lastly, if you're looking for hotels nearby, there are several close to Asiatique Pier. Hotel Once, Bangkok, the Salil Riverside, Chatrium Riverside. They're all pretty convenient. We've listed distances in the show notes.
Wow, okay, that covers pretty much everything. So bringing it all together, a Bangkok dinner cruise from Asiatique really is this vibrant mix of sights, sounds, tastes.
There's a whole sensory journey.
Yeah, sparkling lights, the buffet spread, live music, all under the night sky. And it sounds like with a bit of planning, picking the right cruise for you and managing expectations, remembering it's about the amazing atmosphere, maybe not Michelin stars, and being ready for crowds or music, it can be a truly unforgettable Bangkok highlight.
Absolutely. It's a unique way to experience the city.
Sounds like an adventure just waiting.
And, if we step back for a second, think about the Chao Phraya River. It's not just water. It's like the historical and modern lifeblood of Bangkok.
Yeah, the main artery.
So it makes you think, what different perspective does seeing a city from its river at night actually give you? Compared to just walking the streets, how does looking at the city from the water change how you understand its rhythm, its soul?
That's a really interesting final thought, seeing it from the outside in almost.
Exactly. Something to maybe ponder as you drift past those glittering temples and skyscrapers on your own cruise.